A chemical spill at the Silfab Solar facility in Fort Mill. Thank you for joining us. I'm Evan Donovan. Channel 9 broke into your coverage a half hour ago to tell you about this spill, which county officials say is more than 1,500 gallons of water containing potassium hydroxide, an odorless compound that is very corrosive. We've told you for years how neighbors have fought this facility, concerned about impacts of a potential spill to a nearby school. We have live team coverage starting with our Tina Terry, who is live there on the scene. Tina?
Yeah, as you said, neighbors have been concerned about something like this for years. As you can see behind us, the York County Sheriff's Office has blocked off the road, which leads back to Silfab Solar. Now, a hazmat team is at the facility working to contain that chemical spill right now. Let's go to some video from Drone Team 9. Now, this was taken shortly after that chemical spill. About 30 minutes ago, York County sent a statement saying 1,500 gallons of potassium hydroxide spilled at Silfab Solar. The county says most of that chemical spilled into a retention pond. Now, the hazmat team is working to mitigate the remaining gallons, about 30 of them that are out there. And we know that potassium hydroxide is just one of several chemicals used at the solar manufacturing plant. Neighbors have been fighting for years to keep the solar plant from opening, concerned about the impact of those chemicals in a situation like this. In a statement that was received into our newsroom a short time ago, Silfab Solar confirmed what they called an accidental release of water containing 0.03% of potassium hydroxide. They said, we notified the county emergency management per protocol, and they added that there is no danger to public safety. And we also reached out to Fort Mill schools earlier today. They told us that they were made aware of the situation by county officials, and they have assessed the situation at the school. They believe things there are safe. There's no detection of chemicals inside of the school building, which is not far away from Silfab Solar, and school will continue on in session today. We're going to bring you the latest developments coming up tonight, starting at 5 o'clock on Channel 9, reporting live in Fort Mill. Tina Terry, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
A positive development so far, Tina, that it doesn't appear this is much of an impactful spill. Let's continue our team coverage now with Channel 9's climate reporter Michelle Alfini. She is in studio to explain a little bit more about potassium hydroxide and why it's used at Silfab Solar. Michelle?
Well, Evan, potassium hydroxide is a cleaning agent. It's used in a lot of electronics manufacturing to clean silicon wafers and prevent impurities. That's likely why it was on the site of the solar cell manufacturing plant. When we're talking about liquid spills, the concern is preventing this chemical from leaking into the water. That means collecting it into retention ponds and treating it. If you remember your chemistry classes, potassium hydroxide is a very strong base, so spills need to be treated with acids like vinegar to dilute it. And you remember that statement from Silfab Solar, the chemical was already at a 0.03% concentration, which is already quite diluted. That helps lower the pH and reduce the caustic qualities of that chemical. That's what makes it dangerous to handle. And it is regulated under the Clean Water Act, but not considered hazardous under the Clean Air Act. So if you live or work in the area, you should not expect any issues with air quality. Again, the primary environmental concern here is keeping this substance out of our water.
All right, Michelle, thank you very much for that breakdown. Obviously, Michelle mentioned the statement from Silfab facility. They said approximately 9:45 this morning there was this spill, that it was contained in the retention pool. The majority of the water there, 1,500 gallons, and then 30 gallons was being mitigated by a York County hazmat team and private contractors. That is according to Silfab Solar in a statement that we got from them. Our continuing coverage will continue tonight on Eyewitness News at 5. As the day goes on, we will continue to update this story online. How this chemical spilled, possible lingering impacts, whether the school district will continue operating normally this week. You can find all of that at WSOC-TV.com.